Across the nation, seniors are asking difficult questions. How do I pay for my health care? How do I survive when my husband is gone? How do I pay the bills? How do I choose a Medicare plan or prescription coverage plan? Parents with parents are asking how to take care of their mothers and fathers who are getting older while they take care of their own children. At Jefferson Regional Senior Services, hope is found. Joan McCarthy, Program Manager, shares these testimonials.
I was turning 65 on August 9th, and you get just filled with information, have phone calls, letters, brochures, booklets, all these insurance companies wanting your business. And I never was 65 before, so I had no clue what it was all about. And I said, well, how do you, I'm not stupid, but it was really overwhelming. I made an appointment, and it was getting very close to the final day in which I needed to, make a selection and get the check in and so on. And made an appointment, went out and met the employee from Senior Services, and probably was there about 2.5 or 3 hours. Very helpful, very professional, very kind. Didn't tell me what to pick, explained all the options, the prices, the co-payments, the drug plan. Did all the paperwork. All I had to do literally was put a stamp on it and send a check in and wait for my cards to come in the mail. He went into the computer and said, here, you qualify for help with your drugs, okay? And the PACE and PACEnet card, which I heard of. I didn't know what they were all about. Got me enrolled in that. I then, a few weeks later, received a PACE or PACEnet card in the mail. Also explained if you're low income that the Department of Public Welfare of the state of Pennsylvania has a program where if you meet the guidelines financially, the criteria is appropriate, they will literally pay the Medicare premium so that it does not come out of your Social Security check. I did have to use that insurance I got in August to the max because I had major surgery. And so if I hadn't had that, I couldn't have had the surgery and the ongoing care. Also, at the time I was there before Christmas, your employee signed me up for access in case I ever need it, and signed me up for my bus pass to ride the Port Authority. So if it wasn't for the person in Senior Services, I have no idea where the money would have come from, So it was a great help, really a great help, mentally, emotionally, and of course financially.
Wendy is a mother whose 90-year-old mother broke a hip. They found themselves in need of assistance.
Trying to work and take care of an aging parent as well as caring for your own family is really time-consuming. And Senior Services has the ability to help you know what resources to contact. My mom, who is 90, broke her hip last spring, and she's always been very independent. And we knew that she would want to try, if she was able to get back to her own apartment. So while she was still in the hospital, I called Senior Services, and they guided me as well as my siblings so that we could make the appropriate decisions for her care. And it was very helpful while she was in rehab, as well as finding services for when she came home. They have lists of home health aides, and we went through the Department of Aging. They did an evaluation, and she has a home health aide that comes to visit 3 times a week. They help with bathing and dressing. They also help with minimal amounts with meal preparation. They do some laundry for her, things like that. She does have Lifeline, and that really gives us peace of mind. It's very important to her to maintain that independence, both emotionally, socially. She likes to see her friends and be with her peer group.
Kathy provides caregiver services, assisting seniors with home life, helping them keep their independence while letting their families have confidence.
The agencies obviously have, overhead and different costs, whereas, here through Senior Services, I think it's more affordable because it's you're not working for someone. You're working actually for the client, not senior services. The client picks who they want in their home, and they pay them what they can afford. And it's an agreement between the client and the caregiver. The children now are working, and their parents are elderly and home alone, and they have concerns leaving them. So they just need someone to come in and just more or less check on them. Sometimes just, like I said, make sure they have their meals and make sure they eat their meals, because there's some patients have Alzheimer's. There's different variations of health problems out there. Just, for their peace of mind, and, just so that they don't have to worry when they're at work. They just fill in. Everybody's different, obviously that, everybody has different needs, but it's I think it's good for just to have them check on mom or dad while they're at work. Just make sure they took their medications, or maybe they need a shower assist or a little bit of light cleaning, possibly. Some may need some shopping done. Sometimes there's couples as well, elderly couples, and maybe the husband had a stroke and the wife is elderly and can't take care of the husband. Sometimes they need help there too, where you need to go in and just, and they're really sweet, because when they call up, you could hear it in their voice that they're worried, and it's a change in their life, and that they don't know what to do, and for the first time in their life, maybe they're asking for help, and they seem, when you get done talking to them, they almost seem relieved that there is someone out there to help me, and I think senior services really provides that for them. I really, you could hear it in their voice when you talk to them after, like, oh, someone, can help me with this, and it might be something simple. Sometimes women just need to go out shopping for, just to get away. Maybe their husbands have Alzheimer's, or maybe the wife has Alzheimer's, and you need a break, and they just need someone to fill in for an hour or two so they can go get their hair done, or to do grocery shopping, or a doctor's appointment. That kind of need, too, is important.
Jefferson Regional Senior Services, providing hope, help, and healing, not just for seniors, but for their families and our community.
And I know that they're there anytime for any question, that I have. I can call and say, hey, what do you do about this or whatever? And I already recommended senior services to my brother and sister-in-law, who not too long down the road are going to be in the same boat as me. They'll be 65, not tomorrow, but in a few years, and they'll be in a worse mess mentally and emotionally than I was, because they simply will not understand it. So I'll fix you up. I know who to send you to.